Hey everybody, it's Mark, Hothead Thundermouth here, coming to you unscripted, uncensored, and unapologetic. Psychologically immune from social media control as well. Today, I've got a HEX of Steel video doing the German campaign, the 39 German campaign in Poland. Starting off there, got quite a people watching these videos on HEX of Steel over the past months. Surprisingly so, but I guess there's a lot more people playing video games than the regular board games. So that may explain a lot. So I'm going to do more of these kinds of videos, so I hope you enjoy this one. Germany doing its thing in 39 Poland. I guess it's the entire Eastern Front. Maybe it's just 1939, so this could just be the only thing, the attack on Poland, but I'm not quite sure. We're going to find out, though, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Right, okay, we're going to play HEX of Steel here. Germany campaign 1939. Let's check this out. Do I want to do this? Yes. This is just an error that shows up. It just goes away. And then we play, made with Unity. Okay, very simple. I think I'm not going to be on the screen, but that's okay. This is about the game. So we'll do a new campaign. There's a tutorial campaign. Maybe they've updated it since the last time I played. I do not know. But we'll just start with Germany on the Eastern Front. Now, a campaign is a series of scenarios that have been historically recreated in the game, which you will keep the units that you buy called core units from one scenario to the next. All right. So this 1939 campaign starts with Poland. So there we go. The invasion of Poland marked the beginning of World War II, blah, 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 blah. If you want to read the rest of this, just pause the tape and read it. Okay, I'm sure a ton of you understand that World War II, at least the European front, started with the Polish campaign. I'm going to start this. Okay, so here's the setups for units here. And you can see the control panel. This is to purchase units. Let's see if we can purchase anything. We have core units 0 of 5, HQ points 0 of 100. Money, we have manpower 550,000 men. We have income of 1715, and at the moment it looks like we have 1500. So what do we need? What do we like to get for the front? So it's going to be 1939 units. So let's just start. I usually like to get some cavalry, even though it's usually a waste of time to play it. Now look at these things. You can get, this one can be put in any city, town, or harbor. Now there's different sizes of cities, towns, and harbors that you can get. For example, this infantry unit, same thing, city, town, or harbor. But if you want to buy a tank or something, it can only be put at big cities or factories. So this will be probably located further away from the front than you might want. Here's some light tactical bombers, usually Stukas. These are quite useful. I never feel like I have enough Stukas. Let's get a core Stuka deployment at airfields. So this is an 87B and an 87C. You can see the statistics will compare. So this is the core statistics for the 87C, and then if we put the 87B next to it, you can see over here how it pops up, and it shows you that the 87B looks like it has bigger range. I'm not really sure what the advantage of the C and the B is. I would say that for some reason the C is more expensive. I'm not sure why. And looking at this information, I don't see any point in getting the C over the B. Oh, that can be deployed at aircraft carriers. This one cannot. Okay, so yeah, we don't need an aircraft carrier Stuka. So let's get one of these. So we'll buy this. How do we buy it? Make it a core unit. cost is increased. Okay, I guess if you lose it, it's going to cost you. Okay, so how do we get it over here? I forget how this works. Let's see. Come on, let me buy it. Oh, I see. We have to click on this button here. Click. There it is. So that's a core unit. What else could be a core unit? Panzer. These Czech 38Ts are really good. Now you can also order it with veteran combat experience, winter trained, which might come in handy later, but probably not yet, and SS, which gets a damage bonus. Fighting units of a different ideology, which will of course be everybody that we fight. But I'll just make this a core unit. Okay, let's buy that. That's 790. And what else would we like to make a core unit? Maybe some kind of engineer. Here's an engineer over here. Let's give it a half track. Mechanized engineer. Mountaineer unit. It doesn't make sense to do both. So we'll also make it a veteran. Oh wow, it's going to cost a lot to make it a veteran. Holy smoke. No, let's not do that. So we'll add that. That's 1240. Okay, so that's core units. Did I make that a core unit? Can't remember. Okay, yeah, now it's a core unit. All right, so I'm going to buy all three of these. There's three of my core units. There we go. And now I got to put them someplace. So let's deploy. 17th Panzer is going to be in one turn, so I don't think I can deploy that yet. 2 turns for that and 2 turns for that, so I can't deploy them yet. I don't think I can anyway. Where can I deploy them? This game is a little funky. It doesn't always tell you exactly what's going on. All right. Okay, so we won't deploy any units. All right, this shows the airfields and the swapping of that. Okay, so get out of deployment mode. And now we can start the turn. So looking at this, let's just take a look. Now, it looks like we have an ally here. This is Slovakian, I think. There's quite a few Slovakian units here. All right, so what we want to do is press forward. It's turn 1. It doesn't tell you how many turns there are to complete the scenario, so it's kind of strange. I guess there's an infinite number of turns you can play. Haven't quite figured that part of it out. All right, so I'm sure that what we want to do is take Moscow here. So, not Moscow, Warsaw. Here's Warsaw here. There's a way to turn on these objective hexes, I think. And I've got some things to learn. But anyway, we know where we're headed, basically straight south. So let's get going. Okay, so we got some light infantry. We also have this. I forgot that as soon as you click on something, it moves it. All right, well, they're just done. All right, let's get this thing going. Let's send it towards Chernichow. Quite useful, isn't it? So there's an HQ here. We've got... These are tankettes. I recognize those. Those are the TKS tanks that the Polish armor had. They were well led. They weren't good tanks, but they're about as good as what we've got. So let's do a little bit more. Some cavalry and a bunker. Okay. I wouldn't say these are amazing forces aligned against us. Now, if we look at this, you can see that it'll show the entrenchment level. I don't know if I can... No, it doesn't do that. Jumped around crazily here. Okay, so this infantry unit I was looking at here. If you look in the corner, okay, not really sure what's going on here. All right, so I'm trying to freeze this infantry information, but you can see there that it's 100% health. Look in the bottom right corner, 100% health with 3 entrenchments, so it's going to be reducing my attack. So I want to reduce that entrenchment. 2 ways to reduce entrenchment are artillery bombardments, say from here. However, the range on this one is, it looks like only 3. So it's out of range to attack. So I think it can move 1 though in attack. So let's move this guy here. And then move him up 1. No, I don't think it's going to let me attack. It's already used up. All right. So I don't have any artillery. We're going to have to use some Stukas here for this. Right, so here's a Messerschmitt, there's a Junkers, and here's a Stuka. So let's move it over here. And you'll see down in the corner it reduced the entrenchment to 2. Now in this game I set the air units so they can move out of hex. Bring in Junkers Su-88. Now this one has different attack parameters. I think it's also a strategic bomber, but it's going to come in here, bomb those guys, and then let's move him back to here, and then bring the fighter in to help protect those guys, but they can also attack. There we go. So the guy underneath there, let's see if we can. It says, oh, okay, you can see what's underneath there. He's now been reduced to 91% health. And now we can bring in these engineers. That's still a pretty good attack. I don't want to attack with that yet. Let's bring in this light infantry. Here we go. Well, that's the one I already moved, so he can't be brought in. This one can't make it. This one can't make it there, so we'll bring in this tank. I'm not so sure the tank can make it. It doesn't have a light there. It must be because of this river that's underneath there. You can only cross the bridge. So that's a bit annoying. Do I have a bridging unit here? Sometimes you have these bridging units that can help deploy along the bridge. I don't see that. Okay. Let's bring in the armored car here. See what you can see. First AT infantry. I don't know if that means anti-tank. It might. This one's AT. Let's find out what happens if this attack attacks. Not the best. Yeah, it's anti-tank infantry. Here's light infantry. So if the tank attacks that, it's not quite as bad. Let's see, I can't get anybody else up there, though, to help out. The terrain is not very good. Alright. See, if we attack with him, let's do that. Attack with him. That makes that slightly more palatable. He can't get out of the way. All right, so probably launched a premature attack here. Oh, all right, here's some. This is some artillery, and it's got a range of 3, so it can pummel this thing here. Now I don't know if it can do better if there's something closer to it. Do I have any cavalry or anything? I got this thing. Let's move it up. No, it's not going to do much better, but let's attack. Reducing its entrenchments to 2. If this attacks, I will lose more than I want. Let's just move aside here. You start seeing exactly how much junk is around here, and I would say there's too much of it. Let's send the light infantry down the road. Let's send this one down the road. What is this thing? This is another artillery piece. However, it's a point-blank style gun. Looks like I can get right in there. No, doesn't look like it. It's cavalry only movement. That's a little unacceptable. All right. Now you notice we have the Deutschland, and historically the Deutschland did open the fire. I shouldn't have shot with anything but the Deutschland first. It shot on Danzig and knocked out some Polish here. Nicely done. Okay. Looks like we've got some 40mm anti-tank guns. Those aren't going to do well. Pretty well. Let's get some flankers in. That's better. You can see how the odds got better. I lose less with that. And if I take this guy, I'll lose 31 of my guys. This guy, I'll take out 18 of him. Let's do that. Oh, much better than that. Alright, this guy now can flatten him. That's probably a good idea. And maybe this guy can take him out. Yes. Nope, still has 2 left. Oh, too bad. I don't think I have anything else that can take him on. Unless I have a Stuka over here that could do it. That's a Heinschel. That's another... Yeah, you know what? Got a Heinschel flying around over there without any fighter cover. He's not going to make it if I don't get a fighter over there. Let's see. Junkers. ME. Can't make it. How about from the south? No. This guy's out of position over here. He's going to get hammered. All right. Too bad. All right. Are we done with this northern sector here? All right. This thing, he can't really go anywhere. This tank here. Now he can come up. It's an anti-tank gun. He's already moved. I think I lost a lot. That was not a good result for me on that one. I think I'll hold off anybody else. Okay, so let's see how this tape came out. We'll get started with this and go from here. Thanks for watching. All right, we're continuing with Hex of Steel here. Just hit the continue button. So we're doing this Polish scenario here. I started some of this. What do you mean start? We already did start this. Okay. I think it just does that automatically. Yeah, you can see I've done some stuff here. I left this guy stuck in the middle of nowhere. I can't get a fighter over there to save him, so he's probably going to get shot down. Okay, so over here, I've got another one of these Henschel 126s. These are recon, and yeah, he's not done moving yet. I think I did some moves here, so I want to see what's on the road to Bydgoszcz. How do you say that? Bydgoszcz. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll just see how that's going to, see what we can find out about it. Let's head over there. And yeah, aircraft guns over there. That's not good. Take a look at that. These look like they have a range of 1. So they're protecting these 100mm guns here. These are anti-tank guns. What? No, that can't be. I don't think they had that. They had 37mm anti-tank guns. All right, so we got anti-tank guns here. We would like to neutralize those for our tanks coming through. I hate it when it does that. Okay, so let's move to this. And no, we don't want to do that. We want to put it back. Let's get this Junkers, and we'll do that. We'll try to take out the anti-aircraft guns. So here we go. Not the anti-aircraft guns, but the anti-tank guns. And another Junkers here. So let's use that to beat down these tanks. These have some tank busting capability. And then I got the ME-109s. So what I want to do is put those next to both of those. Machine guns to take out some of those guns. So all in all, a pretty good attack. I didn't have a chance to really reduce this yet, though. So I've got this. This is a 75mm howitzer, I think. So it can blast this. Reduce the trenches a little bit. And then I've got this Heinkel. We can use that over here. I think it will take care of those. This is a heavy. Looks like it'll really knock the socks of it. Yeah, nice. Really took it. And then I have another 110, an ME-110. Let's move this. There, that's good. It's not what I wanted to do, but that's okay. It is a fighter, so it can protect that one. Have to remember about that. So here, what do I want to attack that with? Light infantry and then a heavy infantry. Probably makes sense. Let's do the light infantry. We'll bring that down here. Yeah, it's going to take some heavy hits. No, I'm not going to use it. Let's bring this over. Oh, these guys are tough. Entrenched heavy infantry on their part is going to cost me some casualties. Even more down there. Alright, let's bring some tanks in. Here's Panzer III. Still will lose some stuff. Ugh. This guy's really hard to take out. I don't know why. Look at that. Losses are tremendous here. That's probably why it looks like they have some kind of city or something here. Let's see if I can swap graphics mode. No, I don't want NATO. How do I hide units? Hide all units. Yeah, there's entrenchments around here. That's why these guys are tough. Okay, well that explains it. Need some engineers down here. I don't have any. Bring those down here. And we'll start reducing them. Looks like I'm winning these battles. Not that one. He took some heavy casualties there, so that was worth it. Now, I still have these tanks that are ready to exploit. Now, tanks are good at taking out these artillery units. Let's see. They'll be a little bit exposed. If I bring this armored car down here. Yeah, this armored car will do a number on this thing. That's good. Alright. This armored car can now move out of here. No, it's not going to let me. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and bring this tank in. Oh, to really take that out. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that was a really good attack. Can I get another tank in there? No. Do not have the weaponry for this. Oh, Heinz Guderian is up here. I think he influences things within a certain range. Let's move. I could be attacked by that. I better not let that happen. What do I have underneath there? Nothing. I have this. And I'll just leave it right there. Tank. Yeah. Over to protect Guderian. So, seem to be doing better than we should on these attacks. I'm not sure why. Yep, I still haven't used this guy yet. Let's see. So, he can attack. No, he can move. Do I want to move him? No, he'll stay there. Alright, what else have I got? Let's look down here. And we got this attack. So maybe we should do a pincer move. Alright, do I have any... We got Junkers, Messerschmitts, and we do have a Heinschel. So we need to see what's ahead of us here. Looks like moving towards Konin and Torun would give us the opportunity to cut off any Polish units, if any, in this sector. So let's move this here. Not seeing anything. Move it a little further north. Garrison unit there. Okay, now let's not forget this time to bring in some Messerschmitts. I have some 109s here, so this 109 think I can attack that and then move one hex. Let's try that. Then move it here to protect the hinges. Yeah, that was an advanced move. Way to go, way to go. Okay. Now we've got some 109 howitzers here. 105 howitzers. This is something the tank can penetrate here. And I'm playing without zones of control, so I don't know if that's giving this too much advantage. It might be good for me now, but bad for me later. Right, okay, well let's send these Panzer IIs in to do an attack on that. Now, minus 16, because these anti-tank guns here might support that. Let's see what happens. Oh, see, I lost a lot there. I put the randomization for damage in here, and it's pretty hefty. I don't know if that can actually make it. Darn it. Engineers here. Or, yeah. It's these. All right, let's get the Stukas in then. Oh, it's driving me nuts, this feature. All right. Well, that has been a botched attack so far. Let's see if we can improve our chances here a bit. All right, so this guy will... like taking out their artillery early. This can attack that. Good, this engineer's already moved, so what's left? Can he move all the way there? I guess he can. Doesn't want to attack that, that's for sure. Let's try to... Oh, these are engineers. Okay. That's good. We've really done a number on them. Now I think this tank can come up through here and wipe it out. So we did some overrunning there. That was pretty good. That was all pretty good. Okay, I got another Panzer here. Let's go ahead and wipe him out. Overrun. And you know what? I think I'm going to head this way. No, I can't. All I can do with the overrun is attack here. Boom. Okay. All these guys have shot. 11th Light Infantry can still move. Move up here. Don't think I want to attack that. Okay, we've got this guy here. Let's move him up here so we can start blasting these guys later. Light infantry. Let's do some scouting. That's what I thought would be the case. kill mission here, really. Usually don't want to use these armored cars to attack infantry. These guys are pretty well entrenched. Let's see what's underneath there. Yeah, he's in a city, objective city. Got some heavy infantry here. Move these guys up. Can he shoot at that? No. You gotta move one. No, he can't shoot. Okay. Yep, let's get this light infantry in. No attack though. Panzers. I think I want to head the panzers towards Lotz. Let's send this guy up here. Took some hits on that guy there as he ran into this dude, unfortunately. I don't think I've moved any of these yet. Let's see. Let's get this Junkers over here. Me-110s. And a Dornier. Let's send a Dornier up here. Way down now. You can see how that affects the ability to attack him. Quite interesting how this game works once you start getting used to it. So now I can send that in. But let's send the B up. Oh. Did it again. Send the 110s over here. And these 109s. Doing this in the wrong order here. Where can this tank get to? If I can get around the back. Not so sure I can make it there. Where can you go? Can't make it there. He's already moved, I think. Yeah. He's the idiot who already moved. So that's it. Okay, then we have a few of these guys over here. That's a Storch. Probably want him to operate over here where the other fighters are. They got a Messerschmitt. Oh, okay. So they can do... Yeah, let's do a little bit of searching over here. Or did I already move these guys? Looks like I already moved these guys. That's probably why they're not blinking. Alright, so up here, I've got a few guys. I got this guy. The anti-tank infantry. BF-109s. I'm not going to do anything with him. He's going to stay there. Alright. Gerd von Rundstedt. Oh. Alright, Gerd. Front. Can these guys move back here? What's going on with them? Ninth light. I don't know why they're darkened out. It's going to move it up to the front. These flaks take forever to get anywhere, so forget them. Another light infantry. What do we have here? Heavy infantry? Okay. They seem to be stuck at the moment. There's some things about this game you can't quite figure out immediately. Like, why are these guys stuck? It doesn't say. Did I already move them? I may have. Alright. Some more troops up here. Yeah, let's get them going. There should be a next unit kind of button. Here we go. Next unit is this F. That guy, he's not going to do anything. Those two planes are done. My pack. The SIG. The SIG is like a 150 millimeter gun, 15 centimeter gun. Doesn't look like he has any place to move, really. Okay, next. Nope, I'm not moving them. They've already moved, really. We have here, oh, von Bach. Not moving the plane. Not really sure whether this plane's can move again, to be honest with you. Alright, we've got these guys here. Shall I truck them up? You don't really want to move trucks next to an enemy, and certainly not to scout. These are all truck-related moves. I don't think I want to do that. Next unit. Second heavy infantry. Can move there, really? He's already attacked, okay. 28th light infantry can move up. So some of these guys have already attacked, but they can also move up. Hasn't attacked yet, but he's not going to attack. Not using the trucks. 50th heavy infantry. You can only move by truck. We're not going to do that. Loop through all units. Alright, there we go. So I think that's the end of the turn. Let's have a look at the enemy's turn. So where's the turn thing? Here we go. Alright, let's see what happens. Losses. So I killed 2 units. Lost nothing. Units built. Well, that's not true. I built them. I spent the money, but they haven't been built yet. Okay. Alright, we're figuring this out. Alright, let's go. Those are effective Polish tanks. They're counterattacking. Setting up their scout. Those are their scout aircraft. Cavalry move. They're counterattacking. heavy shots there. Tank attack. Lost one unit. Then Poland earned 2,700. Spent 2,700. Okay, now it looks like I've earned 1,800 for the next turn. Alright, now we got some rain, so you're going to see that all the planes cannot move during the rain. Alright, good place to save this. For a short. So we'll save. This will be. Save name will be November 2, second turn or second save. Okay. So we've saved it. Let's go back and we will quit the game.